जयपुर वाया कोटा।
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत.
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವ ರೈಲು
एक्सप्रेस পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন. कृपया ध्यान दियो.
The defending champions are in the final. Yes, that's the news. Gujarat is going to be playing Chennai on Sunday to do what actually Chennai has done before. It's the only team. Has Mumbai done it? Yeah, but Chennai has done it. 1-2 back-to-back, right? Mumbai's also done it. But today, Gujarat put an end to Mumbai's hopes, dreams and aspirations. And said bye-bye to them quite comprehensively. Scored 233 after being put into bat. Yes, you did not hear me wrong. You don't need to do this to your ears. You don't need to turn the volume up. 233 is what they scored. And for Mumbai, well, I tell you something. While Surya was there, I'm sure that a few Gujarat hearts were in their mouths because he was going really strong. But then Mohit ended his innings, and after that, you knew it was just a formality. Gujarat wins by 62 runs, comprehensive victory for them. And as far as their bowling is concerned, Mohit Sharma, a 5 for his first in the IPL. And again, we're suckers for great human stories. This one is amazing. He was a net bowler in the bio bubble with Gujarat last season, stayed fit, stayed hungry, comes into the team this year after missing a couple of games, and then, well, where is he now? 23, 24 wickets. So, yeah, you can say that he's really etched his name on this campaign for sure. I'm Gaurav Kapur, with me, Joy Bhattacharjya and Michael Vaughan on Cricbuzz Live. Joy, geez, that was... In the end, it looks like it was comprehensive from Gujarat, but you got to say, while Surya was there, while he was on song, this target looked under serious threat.
Yeah, I thought there was some serious counter-punching from their end. I mean, even given the fact that Ishan Kishan couldn't bat, Rohit was injured, Cameron Green was hurt, had to retire once. Still, the kind of quality of batting that you saw. And I'd start before we even come to Surya, Tilak Verma. What an amazing innings. How many times has a bowler of the quality of Mohammad Shami been hit for 24 in an over?
Yeah.
He absolutely plastered him, you know. So the kind of batting that you saw, 43 or 14, strike rate of 307. I mean, and that is something which, no matter what happens, is a great hope for Mumbai in the future. That middle order, Tilak, Cameron Green, Surya Kumar Yadav, that's so powerful. Until even one of them was there, you said, you know, they have a chance.
Yeah, it's probably Surya's wicket, right? Surya's wicket did it. Till then, you were believing. 80 of 35 odd, some such. Like he can do this.
Well, after 11 overs, they'd only bowl four bowlers.
Yeah.
And you think, wait a minute, you've got 9 overs left. You've got 4 overs to find from your fifth ball. Then all of a sudden, Mohit Sharma arrived and he just went slow ball, that Yorker, well, not Yorker, that one onto leg stump to Surya Kumar, having just been hit for 6. It was right in his slot, and you could tell. I mean, it was, I think they said on commentary, the slowest walk-off of all time. But because he knew that's his bread and butter, that little flick over fine leg. Gujarat were excellent tonight. I thought they had a little bit of a panic on it at one stage when Surya Kumar and Cameron Green were hitting it. You could see they were starting to kind of flat with each other in the field. It's one of those venues, and it's such a good pitch that you can't panic. You have to accept that there may be a combination that gets you for a few overs, but you've got to stay very disciplined, keep trying to do the process. Joy's big on the process. I think it's absolutely right that you deliver the process and you get your breakthroughs, and you just hope you can restrict. It's not the kind of pitch that you're going to restrict a team to 150. It's just the road, the boundaries are short. So you have to accept as a fielding bowling unit that the ball will travel. Yeah. But I thought Gujarat kept the cool in the end.
Yeah, they did, and they got it done. Well, there's just so much to unpack in this game, right? I mean, first up, when batting, Shubman Gill. We've spoken about Shubman Gill, but I want to ask you a question, honestly. How much do you talk about Shubman Gill when you think it's enough spoken about Shubman Gill today? I'd say 85 minutes, 90 minutes. He batted that long, at least that much, because today he was just sublime. And that's why he is, no surprise, our Omni-Gel Relief and Recovery Performer of the match. 129 in 60 balls, 7 fours, 10 sixes, and not one of them looked like he was swinging an axe trying to fell a tree. Right, Joy?
I have a very sad stat which I've been thinking about.
Oh.
That in 15 years of history with 2 championships, KKR has scored 2 centuries. Brendan McCullum and Venkatesh Iyer.
Yeah, 15 years apart.
Yeah. Shubman Gill has scored 3 this season.
Well, he scored 3 in the last week.
I mean, I was being kind to them.
3 in the last week or so. 3 in the last 15 days.
He's a genius. I'm going to tell you why. Not only can he strike the ball and hit sixes for fun, he's obviously got this kind of rapport with the skipper. Because guess what he did in the second part of the game? He sat in the dugout and watched. He didn't even have to field.
Yeah.
And
He just sat there with his face lovely. And he's got the looks as well. He's got pretty much everything going for him. You see him in the dugout.
Good boy. There you go.
I don't even have to field.
But as
What's a job?
As captain, when you do that, right? If a batter gave you 129
You can do
in
it.
60,
You can go home. Just go home, watch it on the telly.
yeah, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you Sunday.
Yeah,
Do that again, yeah. See you Sunday and see you next year.
He was just absolutely spectacular today. And the thing is that if you look back, that power play was not spectacular. 50-run power play in a game where you've had 400
exactly.
runs scored.
Nothing.
50 run. And I remember looking at both. I was telling Virendra Sehwag and Manoj Tiwari, I was like, 50-run power plays? They're like 50-run power play. It's not bad. I was like, this surface, this form that Shubman Gill is, you'd say they're probably 10-15 runs behind. But geez, did he make that up.
He could. And that clean hitting ability is what he has. There was one slow ball attempted against him and he just waited for it and then he whacked it. There's just, to time a slower ball requires so much, as a batsman, so much understanding of the pitch, what it's doing. He's just sublime. He's absolutely sublime. He's batting at a different level and he's just not looking, nobody else is looking like he does, even in his own team. The closest we saw to him today was somebody like a Tilak Verma and Surya, who play very different games.
Yeah.
But, we were talking about the purity of the game. That kind of form only he's shown.
You actually saw Rohit Sharma shake his hand when he got his 100.
Yeah.
And there was a real smile. Obviously, Indian captains thinking one of my young starlets is in fine form, but I think Rohit probably went, I wish I could play like you at the minute.
I think every batter in the world is thinking that.
You just have these periods where there's players just look like they're on a different planet. Shubman Gill and the key to it is when you find that form, maximise.
Yeah.
Maximise every single run because there will be a period that batting doesn't become as easy as it is now. So you might as well put it in the bank.
Yeah.
Get plenty in the bank, and you can always draw it out when you're a bit low in confidence. You haven't got too much to play with because there will be a time where the ball goes to David's catch would stick on another occasion. 1 or 2 balls are decent when you first go out there as an opening batter that you can't do too much about. So. He's doing Graham Gooch used to always say, if you're in form, maximise it and get daddy hundreds. He's just got 3 out of 4.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I need to get these out of the way. I'll just do it once and for all. Gill hai ke manta nahi? Gill to pagal hai. Ye Gill, deewana hai Gill. Do you have any more? Do you wanna? I'm done. No more?
I don't want to inflict the audience anymore. I know this.
I've done enough inflicting, so that's it. Well, not as much inflicting as he did to Mumbai, right, Shubman? But yeah, I'm done. I do have 1 or 2 more, but I'll stop. He was our Omni-Gel Relief and Recovery Performer of the match, and he ensured there was no dard for fans. I will also stop my puns and make sure there is no dard for you. But today there was, Mohit inflicting pain on Mumbai. Well, he was great today. I love it. Mohit Sharma is just, look at him. He's bowled 14 deliveries, 9 dots, 5 wickets. Yeah? Not a bad day at the office.
We've seen a couple of good fifers this week, haven't we?
Yeah.
A 5 for 5, a 5 for 10. It's getting easy, this bowling in T20 cricket.
For just like one guy. In a 400 game. Now, I'm just thinking, in a 400 game when you do that, agreed it was a chase, so you end up getting a few gifted wickets in the end as well, right? But this is a good day. 5 for 10 is a good day. You saw Hardik Pandya at the end just join his hand and bow down to Mohit Sharma. Big hug from the captain. Happy team. And happy because every game somebody else stands up.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
That they're bowling. When they're batting,
we don't even want to talk about. So their bowling has the top bowler, the second highest bowler. He's in 4th place.
He's third now.
He's third now. He would have overtaken.
He overtook Piyush Chawla.
He would have overtaken Piyush Chawla. So he's in 1, 2, 3. And I'm sure Noor is in the top 10. He had 14. I don't know if he got any today. Did he get any today? So Noor is also in the top 10.
Wow.
But it's almost a message to Mumbai that Gujarat are the champions, they're in another final, and bowling really was the difference tonight.
Yeah.
You know, the Mumbai Indians bowling was exposed on a good pitch, short outfit against a wonderful player, but they were exposed tonight.
Yeah.
You know, whereas you look at Gujarat's bowling, it had skill, it's got the mystery of the left arm, they've got the mystery obviously of Rashid Khan, they've got the pace up front of Mohammed Shami, who's just wonderful, and then down the back end, you've got left arm of Josh Little and you've got Mohit Sharma bowling a few tricks. So for me, a DNA in terms of a T20 bowling attack, they've got everything covered, whereas you look at the Mumbai bowling attack, it shouldn't surprise us that they've come unstuck under pressure on a good pitch in a big game because they don't have much in the bowling department.
And their batting really, I mean, it's the batting who's been winning it for them. And today the batting, well, that was a big challenge. You're in a qualifying game, eliminating game, call it what you may, and then you have a 234 target. You know that it needs to go your way for all 20 overs for you to get that. It takes something extraordinary to get that. What's been the highest chase? Somebody will tell me what's been the highest chase in the IPL. I'm guessing it's a 214, 218,
This
some
year,
such,
214
right?
got chased.
Yeah.
I think Mumbai chased 214 in Mumbai.
Yeah. But
With overs to spare, I think.
yeah, but this is 20 runs more, 22 runs more than that in a pressure game. Yeah, it's always going to be tough. But yeah, well, Mumbai made it till here. But now it's all about Gujarat and Chennai. Two teams that we talk about, which, and we always talk about the atmosphere, right? What's the general mood and the weather in both these teams and just how they look? They look like happy units. But before we do that, we've already started doing Mumbai's review, your report card. You started with the bowling. And of course, there is no question about the batting because the batting has been absolutely destructive and spectacular this season, Joy.
Yeah, I'd give them a 9 because this is as good, as powerful a batting unit as you will see. Yeah. And everyone has come to, except for the possible exception of Rohit, who still hadn't had the greatest of seasons, everyone else has come to the party somewhere or the other. Ishan Kishan's got runs, Surya has got runs, Nehal Vadera. They've discovered Nehal Vadera and Tilak Verma, who's been consistent performance. Cameron Green has done very well for them.
Yeah.
I'd give the batting a 9, I'd give the bowling a 6. You know, they've kind of maximised everything that they've had in the ball. No Jofra Archer, no Bumrah. So what's that, 7.5 out of 10 for the performance? At the start, did anyone say that they were going to win it? I didn't hear many say that they were going to
No, I don't think, did a lot of people have them in the top 4? I think, did I have them?
I had them.
You had them in the top 4.
I think I might have snuck them in the top 4 just because it's Mumbai.
You always back Mumbai.
I always back Mumbai because it's Mumbai.
I think it's also got to do with the captaincy. I think it's got to do with the fact that just like you back Chennai because of their captaincy, you know the captain who has won 5 trophies knows a thing or two about how it's done, right? So I guess a lot of us back that as well. And also, I think a lot of people back them because you know that lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice. So
That's
they're not going to
exactly the
finish
point, yeah.
at the bottom of the table 2 years in a row.
3 years, and that's the point. That they're 2 years.
They were 10th.
Yeah, they've 10th. They didn't qualify the year before that.
Yeah.
So you've got to say that Mumbai is not the team who's going to do that 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got the core. I mean, all those young players. You know, Mumbai are set with the bat in hand for many, many years. It's just can they find 2 or 3 bowling options that can do them some damage at the top, in the middle, and at the back end. I mean, Chola's going to play, what, 1 more year maybe? Not too sure. I'm guessing he's not getting any younger, so they're going to have to find a couple of spinners somewhere.
Yeah.
Like mystery spinner. I'm not talking about orthodox spinners who can bowl you an over here or there. You know, you look at Gujarat, and you always have to look at the team of the moment and what they got. You know, the champions, they're in the final again, and they've got 2 mystery spinners in the middle of the innings.
Yeah.
That can take the ball either way. It's so important in T20 cricket.
And if you look at Chennai on the other side, they've got a mystery in terms of Pathirana, right?
Yeah.
Pathirana's your death bowler, again bowling from an angle where not too many can read.
Tikshana is a clever bowler.
Tiana. And then you've got Jadeja, you've got a bit of Moeen Ali. You know, they've got enough there, and you've got the captain behind the stumps who's a wizard with the spinners.
Yeah, so that's what you end up doing. So yeah, in a playoff game, the highest successful chase has been 200. I think the Knight Riders did it, 14 or 15 against Punjab.
Yeah,
that was the chase.
No,
was that the final?
That's the final. Of
That's
course
the final.
Yeah.
The Bisla final.
No, this is not the Bisla final. This is the Manish Pandey final.
Ah, the Bisla
Manish
final was
Pandey
12.
got 12.
Oh, this is
So
14.
KKR chased 190 in 12, 214.
So there you go. So they've done it, but 233 is just a humongous. I'll tell you what else is humongous. It's a Chennai-Gujarat final. Sunday. Just want to say there's somebody here amongst the three of us who called this final about 4 weeks ago. Wonder who?
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the sage and seer, Gaurav Kapur.
Sage and seer.
The one and only Gaurav Kapur,
Yeah.
right here on Cricbuzz Live.
It's like a restaurant I'm going to open, the Sage and Seer. Right? You can't predict what your food will be. You can order whatever you want. But yeah, this is a big game. It's a big final. And I think almost like justice has been served. Like the two teams on top, the ones who've had the most consistent run, the strongest teams this season, they're playing the final only sounds about right.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm intrigued to kind of go 48 hours and go, right, what the captain's going to do, because you look at this week, the three big games this week, the team that have got the runs on the board have won every game.
Yeah.
Now, what do Gujarat think? Because Gujarat would have bowled tonight, certainly, and wanted to chase, but they've won by 60 odd by batting first and making maximum use on a perfect pitch to get a big score and almost say to the opposing team, you've got no chance.
Yeah.
Will they do the same on Sunday night, or will they think, oh, we'll just have a chase, we'll stay in it and just chase later on? I loved the idea this week of batting first team, getting the score on the board. Have won three big games.
Yeah.
The old school way of runs on the board has worked this week.
Yeah, and also Gujarat is going to think that last final, same venue, they chased and won. These things, do they play? I mean, you've been in a team management, and you know they won. So do teams think like that? Does that happen?
They do, but it really depends on if they're sitting around saying that, this year this is what's working for us, it could change.
Yeah.
It really depends on what, and these things are strange things. They'll be sitting around, they'll be discussing it, probably going home, sitting in the hotel, having around the table, and just not around the table, somewhere comfortable and just chatting about it. And somewhere they'll get a feeling of what they want to do. They'll still not call it, but you do get a sense it's never going to be last year was this or this year was this. I think it's more ephemeral than that. It's not something that you decide concretely so early.
Wow. I just think with that bowling attack and with Shubman Gill in great form, I would just bat first.
Yeah.
I really would say, Shubman, you can have the pure wicket.
Yeah.
You go and use it first. You're the player in form.
Yeah.
And with all the bowlers that they have, I mean, you get them a 175. They're going to make it very, very difficult for Chennai to chase it down.
True. Actually, I think this preview is going to be very short. We're going to end up saving 5 minutes because Gujarat will make no changes. Chennai will make no changes. Thank you so much for coming. Good night. They won't.
No, I think
No
Gujarat
chance.
definitely will not make any changes because this worked. Josh Riddle coming in, I think, just added a little bit more to the attack.
Yeah.
And think if he had not been there were a couple of crucial overs he bowled at that stage, got a couple of wickets. Got a wicket, and I think it's important.
Second ball. Was it his first ball or second ball that he got Cameron Green?
Yeah, just rushed him free, kind of try to play the pull shot. But it's a dream because you've got two really good opening partnerships.
Yeah.
You got Gaikwad and Conway have been so consistent at the top for Chennai, and then you've got this combination for Gujarat that, Shubman's clearly the standout, but Sahar's playing a nice role.
Yeah.
He's playing a nice role. He's getting them off to decent starts.
He's done a few quick injections here and there, and that's what matters, right? And when he gets going, he really can maximize that power play. So will they win the toss and look to bat first if they win the toss? For Chennai, on the other hand, I don't think they play Chennai. They play Ahmedabad, whichever surface they play. I really doubt they'll make any changes because they have options with everything. They'll go with the three. I doubt if they'll get a quick bowler in at that time. I don't think they will. They do have Dwayne Pretorius, but they're not getting rid of Moeen Ali or Tikshana.
It's quite an obvious one that there's only 12 got on the plane. The rest stayed in Chennai.
Did they?
No, I saw a lovely picture today, but MS Tony sat around all the youngsters in the dugout.
Yeah.
And all the youngsters were sat in the dugout just staring at MS. He was obviously giving them some chat. I don't know what he was talking about, probably just giving him a little bit of an end of season. You've not played, but I'm sure he's given them a massive G up. I love seeing that.
Deepak Chahar told me, it's a bit of a spoiler because the episode's not out, but Deepak Chahar told me, he says, when you have all the international players sitting on one table, you have the experienced Indians sitting on one table, and all the youngsters go and sit on one table because they don't know where to sit, so they say quietly. He says MS will always go and sit on that table. He says he will always sit with the youngsters. And you can see, it's like they look like sermons. They've started becoming like mini concerts after a game, right? It's him standing and there's like youngsters from both teams who are just standing and lapping up every word that he's saying.
Also, he has a sense of when you're cooked and ready. So like this entire season, you're waiting for Hunger Gaker. Okay?
Yeah.
And somewhere he feels this is not quite done.
Yeah.
Okay? Next season, just wait. Suddenly you'll see Hunger Gaker bowling. He has that sense of how long to hold back a bowler before giving him his head.
I think we've heard that about Patiran as well. Like last year he watched him and he said, well, next year he'll be my death bowler.
Well, another picture I saw, MS Dhoni with Patharan and all his family has flown in from Sri Lanka.
Wow.
Yeah. Mum, dad, it looked like brother, sister, uncle. There was about 8 of them.
And
all stood
apparently
around.
he told the family that don't worry, I'm going to take care of your son. I'll take care of him. And that was in a big brotherly way. That was not in a mafia way. Like, I'll take care of him. It was in a big brother kind of way. I'll take care of him. Is they going to play the same team? It's the same team. There's no problem here. Why are we wasting our breath? We've been quite breathless today with the batting display that we've seen with Shubman Gill. We're anyway short of oxygen. Why do any more? We're going to ask Joy and Michael about their players to watch out for. So go for it. Chennai first? Go Chennai. Go Chennai. I'll go first. Rituraj Gaikwad. Yours.
Devon Conway.
Devon Conway.
Where else
Yours.
do you go?
Rockstar.
Ravindra Jadeja.
Always.
Always?
The all-rounder. He'll get a run out, he'll get 2 for, and he'll get a 40 off 21.
He's overextending the brief. These things are not asked.
I know.
You know what this is a hostile takeover of my restaurant, Sage and Seer. That's what he's trying to do here.
Sage and Seer.
Sage and Seer. It's a good one. I like it a lot. All right, Gujarat, I'm going with Hardik Pandya.
I was going to do that.
Were you going to do that? We can
I'll go Rashid Khan. I mean, Shubman, I'm going to go Rashid
You
Khan.
had to do it. Okay,
In
then
a
I'll go
final.
Shubman.
Yeah.
Where else does one go?
We've really gone with low-hanging fruit, right? We've gone with their 3 first drafts, actually. Draft 1, 2 and 3 is what we've done. We've given this a lot of thought, as you can see. All right, so those are our players to watch out for. We have one last piece of business. The Joy Factor question and answer, which I do not understand. So over to you, Professor Bhattacharjya.
Okay, there are a lot of zeros, a
Plot 4.
lot of W's out there, and not too many runs out there. What is being depicted, and this is... What do you think it is?
Well, I was close. It's a team being bowled out, but it wasn't the team that I thought it was.
Yeah, it wasn't India on 36. If you count the scores out there, how much do you get? You get 15. And that is a score made by the Sydney Thunder, I think, against the Adelaide Strikers.
That's right.
And your countryman,
Alex
Hale was opening the batting.
Yeah, he top scored.
The best part of it is 15 in 5.5 overs they get out.
Yeah.
The funniest part of it is the top scorer was Doggett, who edged the ball for 4. Okay? Riley Russo with 3 was the second highest scorer.
So this happened a few months ago, right?
Yeah.
This happened a few months ago. I remember this because I was in Bangalore and I was on my way to the airport. The game finished before I got to the airport. The game finished. I know the airport's far away, but it was a very quick game. It was done. While I was between Hambaranapalli and Lamgaranapalli, the game, I made those up, but they sound real. The game was done, yes. Well, let's see who got the first correct answer in and wins the big prize, which is...
Partner Odaya, okay. Old hand. Well done, Partner Odaya.
Did you say he's got old hands?
No, I said he's an old hand.
Oh, okay. In his entirety.
Young man, old hands. Okay, sorry.
Talking of Volvo, what have you got in your mug?
It was vegetable soup.
Got soup.
You know the sad part of it?
Soup.
Michael Vaughan, the sad part of it is it's a Friday evening and it's actually vegetable soup. That's what's really sad.
Hey, listen, guys. It's a party in a cup, man. It's got 5 different kinds of vegetables. It's a little mixer. It's a social event. In my cup of soup. A cup of soup at midnight on a Friday.
Somebody has also won the power play predictions. 74,
very good, Joe.
72.
Michael Vaughan.
Oh, he warned you.
Yeah, nice. You have won yourself a cup of vegetable soup. Yay! Vegetable soup for everyone. Everyone's so happy.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
I prefer mushroom soup.
Mushrooms?
Oprah Winfrey gives away cars, you give away vegetable
Yeah.
soup.
Well, I want mushroom soup if you can get that.
What warms the soul more?
A new car. I'm sorry, Gaurav. I hate to disappoint you.
Fine. I'll give you a cup of petrol then. If you get a new car from Oprah, I'll give you a cup of petrol. क्या याद रखोगे किस दलेर से पाला पड़ा था? Which means what you will remember, what big heart friends you have. I'm teaching Michael a bit of Hindi, and I'm going to teach him one more right now. Say Shubh Ratri.
Shubh Ratri.
Shubh Ratri is good night.
Shubh Ratri.
That's
Italian.
Why have you said it in Italian?
Shubh Ratri.
Michael's Hindi is bellissimo. Bellissimo. All right, we were talking about The Godfather. Now we're speaking in Italian. I feel like something's going to happen now. All right, so we're going to go before I have to say, look what they did to my boy. Do you get it? Watch Godfather. We'll see you on Sunday. I'd like to thank my two godfathers, Joy Bhattacharjya and Michael Vaughan. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you all Sunday. We've got a day off tomorrow. And hey, we need that day off, man. You have no idea how hungover I'm going to be from all this soup. It's crazy. I'm Gaurav Kapur. Party on, everybody. See you soon. Soup lao.
Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವ ರೈಲು
হায়দ্রাবাদ 50 এক্সপ্রেস পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন। कृपया ध्यान दो